Hey guys, welcome back to Sugar and Allen's Travel Channel.
Well, Shug, another day, another adventure.
That's right.
And where are we at today?
Today we are in Los Angeles, California at the Brea Tar Pits.
Brea Tar Pits, so cool, so cool. Saber-toothed tigers, woolly mammoth, all sorts of animals that they've dug up here. We're gonna go find out what kind of animals. With the saber-toothed tiger, that's what I'm looking for.
I'm Min Kwan, and you're about to face the saber-toothed tiger!
We're gonna look for his tooth.
We're gonna look for his tooth. We're gonna look for 2 teeth. You ready to get this adventure started?
I'm ready.
You guys ready to get this adventure started? Of course you are. It's why you're here.
So let's go.
All right, let's go.
Come on. Okay guys, we are headed up to the Brea Tar Pits Museum, and this is what you guys will see from the parking lot. Okay, so here's
Where do we go to get in?
Down the path to the left of the corner, you guys will be going down the hill to enter this grassy knoll.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so here you have some prices.
If anyone wants to go to the free excavator tour,
all right, so do
head
you
down
want
the
to
path,
do
make
the
a left, and look for a large group led by someone exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
thanks.
thank you. Oh, okay.
Love the educational information.
Let's see, how do these different types of fossils end up in a tar pit together? Let's see if we can get some answers.
Sloth trying to eat acorns, huh? Little miniature tar pit.
We're thinking about going to the Brea Tar Pit Museum.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you can actually see it, guys.
Standing at Shug, let's see if he gets stuck.
Oh, no. No, thank you.
No.
Wow, so probably they got this caged off for a reason. Usually when you see this, it is because there was tar coming up through the
Or
ground.
something. Yeah, I mean, I can feel the grass. Well, the grass is.
Oh, you know what?
The grass is moist anyhow, but
It
yeah.
is.
That's interesting. It's on a hill.
And then they have these cones. Try this. See it?
That's just telling you that there's.
Right here.
Yeah.
And when they are pushing and pulling against each other every few millimeters or so, it's building up this tension that's releasing as these waves of energy, which is what we experience as earthquakes. And here in Los Angeles, if you actually drove on the street behind the museum to get here today, that is 6th Street. And you were driving where those two tectonic plates meet. You were driving alongside what is called a fault line. And while we don't have to worry about the park being ripped in half, we do have to worry about earthquakes happening here. Those earthquakes do end up creating cracks in the ground, usually small ones that we can't really see from the surface. But those cracks reach all the way down to the ground, to that petroleum oil field, where that tension starts to push that petroleum oil up the cracks, kind of like toothpaste in a tube being pushed out. And then once it reaches the surface, the petroleum oil starts to change. Certain things start to get mixed in, things like water, dirt, dead leaves, rocks, sand, and unfortunately the animals that become our fossils get mixed into this mess. And then certain things get blown away. Things like methane gas and hydrogen sulfide get blown away by the wind. And then that petroleum oil changes from petroleum to asphalt or bitumen, the same kind that we use on our roads and parking lots today. Technically, what we have here are asphalt seeps. But if we called this place Brea Asphalt Seeps, you probably wouldn't have wanted to come here today, right? And the name Brea Tar Pits is actually stuck from a very long time ago. Yeah, what kind of fossil do we think this is from? Yeah, this is that iconic saber tooth of a saber-toothed cat, not a fossilized banana. I get that every other day. So yeah, this was the very first kind of fossil that gave us clues to prehistoric life right here in Los Angeles. But the Hancock family knew that they weren't science experts. They wanted to have a second opinion. So in 1875, they met a man named William Denton, who said he was a geologist. He took a look at this fossil, and he said, I think this is one of those new Ice Age animals I've been reading all about. I'm going to write the very first paper about Ice Age animals living in Los Angeles and make this place world famous. Stop, we're going to be heading in that direction through the park. As we're walking, there is something very important that I need to tell you, which is during our walk, you're going to be seeing things like bright green cones and fenced-off areas. These are places where asphalt is actually coming up from the ground right now. Depending on the weather, the time of day, how warm it is, it might actually still be wet. If you see anything that's very shiny and dark-colored, please make sure to watch your step.
Really well priced, but even if they're open,
So welcome to pits 3, 4, 61, and 67. I'll be honest, this probably doesn't look like much, right? So there is no fake mammoths here, there's no deep pool of liquid, and it mostly just looks like a bunch of dead leaves here today, right? But this is not only where we used to excavate for fossils, but this is a disguised danger that is trying to become the same kind of trap that would have been here during the Ice Age. So in 1913, the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles decided to hire 14 people, just 14, to do an incredibly difficult job. They had 2 years, ideally working in the summer, when the asphalt is the easiest to work with, to dig up as many fossils as possible. So what they decided to do was they dug 96 excavation pits all over what is now this park. We have since filled in all of those excavation pits since we finished excavation there, but they are trying to become the same kind of trap that they used to be during the Ice Age. And so one of the questions I often get is, how do our excavators dig for fossils without getting stuck themselves? Do they have to use a fishing pole or a net of some kind? And if you can, I want you to take a look right over here. And later on, if you would like to take any pictures over here, you can. So here is one of the best places. You can actually see that asphalt coming up from the ground. So it might not be bubbling right now, and I apologize. Again, depending on the weather and time of day, it may not be very obvious. But right here, that asphalt is coming up from the ground right now. There's a little tiny bubble there. And you'll notice that it's mixing it, it's mixing in with all of the sticks, the dirt, the dead leaves that are around it. And believe it or not, that asphalt is actually spreading
You can
all the
see
way
the
back
oil
towards
in this
that
one.
other side of the
Do you
fence.
see it?
And then
Yeah.
around to
The
here.
tar.
So
Yes.
as you can see, this asphalt trap is actually a lot bigger than you
Yeah,
might
I was
think
trying to get it
is
too.
very well hidden by all of these dead leaves. For time. The only difference between the asphalt that's behind the fence and the asphalt road that I'm standing on right now is that this has more rocks and dirt in it to make sure that on a particularly hot day it doesn't just become a sticky mess. Eventually, the asphalt at the surface
right in front of me.
will harden, but the petroleum oil underneath will still want somewhere to go. So it'll break through the surface, create a
Oh, I do see it. Yep, it's
and it'll
bubbling.
continue that process again with
Uh-huh.
other animals in the process. So when our excavators were digging fossils, instead of that liquid like we usually show people, instead they were digging
Yes,
in
thank you.
holes that was like this one, 20 to 40 feet deep underground. That asphalt that they were digging through was actually much more solid than people realize. One of the things that you might have seen was in the museum was 400 skulls that looked like this one. This is a dire wolf. Dire wolves are one of the most commonly found animals here at Brea Tar Pits, period. In fact, that wall of 400 skulls that you saw is actually only a quarter of all of the skulls that we have here. So why do you think that dire wolves are so easy for us to find here at Brea Tar Pits? Yeah, they're looking for a bite to eat. Yeah, what other thoughts are we having? Yeah, it's a bit of a snowball effect, right? Yeah, so we are thinking along the right track. So So, dire wolves were what were called pursuit predators. Normally, they would have been chasing after their prey, and they had been evolved for millions of years to be really good at this. But unfortunately, as the environment started to change and food was getting harder and harder for them to find, they were relying more and more on the prehistoric version of Grubhub, which was these asphalt tracks. And so unfortunately, they would take a couple steps too far, and then they would get stuck themselves. But that not only were they getting stuck themselves, but then they were calling out to their pack. Researchers think that dire wolves lived in packs of 25 or more. So it was never just one or two dire wolves, it was brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and everyone in between. So unfortunately, that's kind of part two of entrapment, is that animals would try to get a bite to eat of the animals that were already trapped, and they would get stuck themselves, continuing that cycle and turning into a bit of a snowball effect. And then that's where part three of entrapment comes in, because you see, while entrapment events weren't the kind of thing that happened every day, they weren't a Taco Tuesday sort of situation, they happened at least once every 2 years. And every 2 years means that we end up with a lot of fossils. Not only that, every 2 years, over thousands and thousands of years, ends up capturing little bits of the entire ecosystem.
All right, we're going to our last part of the tour guide that's here outside. So this looks like Project 23.
Welcome to Project 23. This is our current excavation site. This probably doesn't look like much. There is no giant hole in the ground, right? There are all of these boxes here. But the reason why it looks the way it does has to do with how Project 23 came to be our current excavation site. And it all kind of started on accident. So in 2006, our neighbors, which are about a 5-minute walk that way, the LA County Museum of Art, I'm going to be calling them LACMA a lot during this story. So LACMA needed to build one of LA's most precious things here. They needed to build an underground parking lot. And while parking is a really big issue here in Los Angeles, what do you think happens when you start to dig a parking lot next to one of the only places in the world where you have found fossils in the middle of a city? You find more fossils, yeah. So I'm going to show you another map. On this map, it's a little bit tricky, so let me explain. So this middle part here, this box, this represents the parking lot. All of these black dots that you're seeing represents a fossil deposit. Each one of these fossil deposits are anywhere between 50,000 to 100,000 pounds of fossils. So this is not just one or two fossils. These are huge clumps of fossils. So as you can see, this is not the biggest parking lot in the world, by the way. As you can see, there are a lot of these black dots on this map. And so they really couldn't dig more than a few feet without running into another fossil deposit. So they needed to figure something out, because when you are a construction company in California and you find evidence of ancient life, you need to stop construction. You need to figure out the best way to handle those fossils without accidentally destroying them. And on one hand, we live right next door, right? We could have gone in, we could have turned the parking lot into an excavation site, but our neighbors really, really needed this parking lot, and they weren't sure how long it was going to take us to excavate all those fossils out. On the other hand, they needed to make sure that if they moved these fossils, they made sure that they were safe for future researchers, right? So the construction company that LACMA was working with actually decided to do something pretty clever. They decided to hire a tree moving company. We are also finding a lot of really exciting new animals that we've never found before. One of the very first mountain lion fossils that we've ever found in our 100 years of excavation was found as part of Project 23. And that's incredibly important because mountain lions are unfortunately becoming endangered here in Los Angeles. Understanding how they survived the Ice Age all the way until now can help us figure out what they need to continue to survive and not become extinct now. And on top of all of this, we are actually thinking that Project 23 has so many fossils that are so densely packed in these tiny boxes that we actually might double our entire collection just from this parking lot excavation. And given that our current collection is around 4 million fossils, that is a lot of fossils to find in one parking lot. This information is so important that the United Nations, the same group that created World Heritage Sites around the world, they decided to create a list of 100 different places where if you want to learn about the Earth's 4.6 billion year history, that's where you should go. It includes places like the Niagara Falls, the Grand Canyon, and we're on that list. And we're one of the only ones on that list where you can see the Hollywood sign and go to a Dodger game and look at these 1,000-year-old fossils in the same day. So hopefully you can see that the hard work we're doing here is helping to open a window into our Ice Age past. And as construction continues all over Los Angeles, not just unearthing our Ice Age fossils, but unearthing fossils from before the Ice Age, when Los Angeles was under the Pacific Ocean during the age of the dinosaurs. It's more important than ever that we learn from our past to better our future. So thank you so much for joining me on today's tour. One more time, my name is Kay, just like the letter. Before you head out for the day, I would love for you to check out the rest of Project 23. You can walk the perimeter, hopefully maybe see some of our excavators at work. If you go down this path and around the corner, you can actually see Pit 91, that excavation pit where you can actually look into the pit and see what it used to look like before we got busy with Project 23. And then, of course, check out the rest of the museum. If you have friends or family that didn't get to go on this tour, we'll be doing another one of these tours at 1 o'clock. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day here at the Tar Pits. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'll be hanging out here for about 20 minutes or so feel free to come on up. But otherwise, have a lovely day.
Okay, guys, here you have it, Project 23. So much good information. All right, so next we're going to move on. We're going to take you guys over to Pit 91 to show you what it used to look like before Pit 23 was built, she said. All right, guys, we are a little bit closer to Pit 91.
The famous 91.
That is so amazing.
I never
right?
heard 91. I didn't know what it was.
Well, I never heard of Pit 23. So again, this is so amazing right here in Los Angeles.
Doesn't seem like there'd be a tar pit right here.
No, it does not.
Okay, let's see what they found here. None of those. Oh,
wow,
yeah.
73 saber-toothed cats. Oh my goodness.
That is the coolest animal.
All right, let's go inside.
But why did they die out? That's the question.
I know. All right, see if we can get a window. If not, we'll kind of wait till some of the people clear out so I can get up closer for you guys. Oh, wow. Okay, we got a good view.
That is cool.
Can you guys see that?
Wow.
You can actually see the, what is it, the oil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tar.
The tar, yeah.
Look at that ladder. Where am I at?
Let's see his finger, guys.
You gonna break his finger?
Look at that ladder. Can you see it?
Now I do, yeah.
Right
It's
there?
covered in tar, yeah.
Yeah, like who's gonna climb down that?
I'm not. Yes, is incredible.
Western horse, there's the saber tooth.
And to think those are the kind of animals they were finding. All right.
Well, here's some educational information that you guys can read. Wow. Okay, now he's got a little fossil there.
Oh, it sure does. It looked like a foot, if you guys can see that, doesn't it? To me.
Looks like a pig foot.
It does, it does.
You know what's
or a camel.
What's amazing is how these people can distinguish the difference between like rock and bone.
Yeah.
1914. Wow. That's Los Angeles, 1914. Cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
All right, we're going to start this adventure off going into the museum. Exit, exit, entrance.
Hi folks, do you have tickets already?
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
All right, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go ahead and show your
The
tickets
tour
on the
was
inside.
awesome.
Just see the entrance door on your left, the one that says membership.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you,
Thank
thank you. All righty.
Thank you.
And inside.
All right, guys, we are on our way into the museum. First part of our adventure. Before we get in there, if you guys can, if you're not currently subscribed, what do they need to do, Shug?
They need to head over to YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of our adventures.
All right, now you guys can come in. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes,
Yep.
we do. All right, the adventure will begin shortly.
Members are allowed into the museum up until 5 p.m. today in case you guys need to come out.
Okay.
And then the park doesn't close till later in the day in case you guys want to like walk out and then come back.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you. All right, we got our official map.
All right, Shug, before we go in there, let's look at the souvenirs.
Yes, I collect souvenirs.
See if they've got, well, I don't know, some souvenirs for us.
Oh wow, look at all the cool
Wow.
stuffed animals.
Oh, they got sloths.
Yes.
Shug, Shug. Let's see, do they have magnets or, well, they got patches.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna find pretty much a lot of souvenirs here. I collect patches, so I'm gonna end up grabbing one of those. We're gonna grab one of everything. One of this, one of that, one of this.
Well,
Christmas
I
ornament.
need one of those. I see shot glasses back there. Okay. Let's see what kind of prices they got on this stuff.
Yeah, these are really cool. The hoodies, the Brea Tar Pits, $35 for the t-shirts. Those pretty cool embroidered hoodies.
Okay. All right, so we'll come back here on our way out to pick up our goodies.
We're gonna pick up a big bag of goodies.
All right. Look at that saber tooth. Block of bones from Pit 81. Man, look at that. Like,
And they actually do this by hand. They sit
Yeah.
and go through and comb through it.
yeah, that's just, man, the amount of patience you got to have to do that is crazy.
Lots of patience.
All right, they got restrooms here if you need to use the restrooms, along with your souvenir pennies. Ooh, what's this?
That is cool.
Is that a saber tooth? I don't see
I
the
don't
big
know, let's
teeth.
see. Look like we're on the back side of it.
Huh. I don't see what it says, but that looks like it would be a saber tooth, and maybe his teeth are just broken off. His two long front teeth.
Let's see, maybe this is what it is. No, these are different ones.
There's your camel.
I knew it was a camel somewhere, guys. All right, let's see what we got right here. This looked like where they would sit and the
Yeah.
materials they would use to clean off the bones. Just imagine the hours of work.
They got a craftsman toolbox. Yeah, if we're kind of quiet on this one, guys, sorry. It's all the awe and fascination, like a loss for words, for me anyhow. Ooh, wow.
Can you see him, guys? There's a little guy back there
Hey, see
hiding.
the one up on the branch? Is that like a pterodactyl?
Oh, I see it. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in for you guys. Let's see. Can you guys see that up there on the branch? There we go. I don't know. What
That's
is
cool.
it? Huh?
Looks like something that flies, whatever it is.
And then you have this guy that was down here.
Yeah, that wants to eat him.
He's waiting for him to come down. Huh? What do we have right here? This is a movie?
Yes, this is technically Ice Age in 3D. It's going to screen every half hour until 4 p.m. today. It is an additional charge of $8 per person, but you guys get it for free for members.
Okay.
And the exhibit that you're coming out of now is called Excavations by Mark Dion. It's a part of the PST art thing going on around Los Angeles.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to figure, like, the hole in the wall, is that some meaning to that?
Yeah, so years and years ago, we had the juniper tree, which is featured behind the wall there. It's a tree that's thousands of years old, preserved by the tar. It's since been covered up because before this was excavations, we had the close relatives of mammoths all across the walls here. So the artist thought it was really funny that we had this, there's no cost that you can put on an exhibit like that. It's something that's thousands of years old and tells such a big part of the Ice Age story from this park. And it's been covered up to put mammoth faces on the wall. So he said, I'll put a big hole in the wall and that'll make everyone pay attention to this tree again. And that's exactly what happened.
Exactly, yes.
Do you know how long this museum has been here? Like I remember coming here as a kid. I'm 55, so 45 years ago, I don't remember a museum being here. I don't remember it being this elaborate.
So it was first the Page Museum, and then it became the Brea Tar Pits Museum. So they looked a little bit different. I want to say it's been around since like the 60s or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, this is really cool.
This pack rat here is normally super small, and to make people pay attention to the pack rat, it's just like this recurring theme in this exhibit here. He wants people to pay attention to like the smaller things. The pack rat we have featured at the Fossil Lab. There's a penny on the TV screen that you guys will see. You'll see some really long incisors there. Those are from the actual pack rat itself. Like in comparison to the penny, it's super small. So he thought if I blow it up, people will come up and pay attention and ask, oh, what is this animal called? I want to know about its life.
Because I was thinking, what is it called? I didn't see anything.
It just blends in so well with our actual museum that people kind of think, oh, this must have been a real thing. Because we had giant sloths and other like relatives of rodents. So it's like not hard to imagine something like this happening.
Right.
But this animal is actually super, super small.
Wow. I was thinking maybe it was a saber tooth or something.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a wild pack rat.
Wow.
The rest of the museum that you guys will see, we do have like either actual fossils or recreations of animals that lived during the Ice Age period. This is the only section here where it's art focused. So all this stuff is factual.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank
No problem. How's
you.
it going, you guys?
You good at this.
I appreciate it.
And you want to use this card to pay for it?
Oh, it's a big bear. That's a big bear.
Yeah, they are big.
Wow, he was very informative.
Yes, he is. He was great. He was awesome. I love when you get employees who love their job.
Look, I love my job, and I'm good at it.
You can tell who love their job and who don't.
Yeah. So I guess that wasn't the saber tooth.
It was a pack rat.
Yeah. Well, a very large. Dang, that is massive.
He's massive. We're gonna swing back around to it. Look at this.
That's a saber tooth.
Oh my gosh.
Hate to see that.
Oh my goodness. Oh God, I pass out.
That'd make it easy for him. It wouldn't make a difference anyhow. You know, getting away from that.
Let's see. I'm gonna stand still for a minute, guys. Let you kind of read it.
For you guys, free tickets to the movie. There's one that's starting right now. But it's going to keep playing every half hour until 4. Do you guys want some time to explore and you'll come back?
Oh, well, that'd be cool. All right. Well, he's giving us some free tickets to go see the movie that they have here. Plays every 30 minutes. It's about to start. All right, we are going in to see Titans of the Ice Age 3D.
Ooh, make sure you get them glasses.
What'd you think of that?
I like that. And it was 3D.
And it was 3D.
Yes.
Real informative.
That's our 3D version, guys. Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, it was real informative. That was real nice of that guy to give us complimentary tickets to go in and watch it. You come here, definitely worth it. I would definitely watch that. A lot of great information in there. All right, you ready to move on?
Let's keep going.
All right, what do we got here?
It says, where is the rest of this mammoth? So this must just be, of course, a fraction of it.
That is massive.
Whose front tooth is this?
40-year-old or 40,000-year-old incisor tooth. Jeez.
Wow. Can you imagine that tooth being in your mouth?
I know I look rich with this old gold tooth in my mouth and it says money, money, money.
Only should.
I know, huh?
All right, what do we got here?
Oh, look like some skulls.
You can walk around.
Wow, look at that, guys.
Wow. American mastodon.
Oh, look, right here is a bison. I was just going to say that looks like a bison.
Yeah. And a California saber-tooth. Wow, and I think that's only 36,000 years ago.
Only, yeah.
I mean, it's not dinosaur. Wow. 36,000 years ago, those things were roaming the earth. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. What's behind these walls?
More than 3.5 million specimens. So bones, plants.
Oh yeah, you can see the trays back there.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna move on to the lab right now.
Nobody working. Get to work. Lunchtime's over.
All right here, guys, is the fossil lab.
Wonder if they actually work right there.
I think they
According
do.
to the movie, they do, but
Right.
oh, that's that woolly mammoth that they were talking about.
Yes, it is. I'm going a little closer, guys. There it is. This is really cool. Would have been great to like actually see them
Working
right
on it,
here
yeah.
working, if they actually do.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
we
can
could
see.
find out.
You can see on the placemats there.
Oh, go ahead. You're good.
You can see on the placemats, you know, debris and stuff from the bones. We're all on the wrong side. Saber-tooth.
Okay, right here it says we are sorting microfossils. So that's what's inside those. If you
Small
guys
bones,
can see that.
teeth.
No, it's a little bit of a glare, but if you can see that. It's just amazing that you have people that do this type of work and love it.
It's amazing you can get paid to do this. There's my saber-tooth.
Okay, these are saber-toothed cats.
He doesn't look like he's bigger than a lion. He looks, or at least that
he
one.
does. Yeah, well,
Looks
okay,
like he's,
that one's a little small, but
yeah.
right here, he's a nice size one.
American lion. Is that a modern day lion? I guess so. That saber-tooth is smaller than that.
Right.
Wow, look at this wall of skulls.
Oh, wow. So all these are skulls in here?
Oh, the dire wolf. Good Lord, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Can't imagine the animal
What
to
was
its
that?
habitat.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. It's 6 animals.
And 6 spots.
Let's see if I can match them. What you think? I probably get all of them wrong. Let's see.
Let's see.
I think what?
Are there magnets on the back of it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Maybe here. Okay.
Oh, you got time, baby. Put
Oh,
that
I got a
right
time.
below it. Right
This
below
is
it.
like
right,
Price is
Right
Right.
below it. Right below it.
Oh, you think
You're
so?
about to run out of time. You might as well stop and start over again.
Okay. Okay. What you think this one is? That.
I think you're out of time.
Oh, already? Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I'll let somebody else try. That's pretty cool.
You want to see if you can match the rest of them?
No, it's
You
okay.
match
She go ahead. I'm
okay.
finished.
You match the background.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah. So
I was
put that elephant up there.
This one.
Yeah. Put him up there. And put
Okay.
that one right below him.
Okay. Here, maybe.
Yep. Too slow.
It even did. You guys hear that? It even did the Price is Right.
It's called The Price is Right, not The Price is Close.
Little dun, 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 dun.
All right. A for effort.
I tried. Okay, let's move on. Now this reminds me of The Night at the Museum, the movie where it came alive once the museum was closed.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I have to step back so you guys can get the full.
That is
Wow.
massive. Let's put it into perspective. Let me stand up there. Look at the size. So I'm 5'11", almost 6 foot. And that kind of should give some perspective for that.
Huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's check this
Assuming
out.
Suge got the whole thing in
I
frame.
probably cut off Alan's head. We'll see once we edit this video.
Great.
Oh
Wow.
gosh, look. That is
It's like he's looking at me.
right. It's like I'm amazed. Let's see. Let's go get some information on him. Okay, so this
Colombian
is
mammoth.
yeah.
Wow. So he was existed from 1.6 million years ago to 10,000 years. That is a long time to be on this planet.
Wow.
They lasted that long, survived all that time, then all of a sudden 10,000 years ago, they go extinct.
That's massive. Look at his feet. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this one, guys. Look at those. Huge.
Wow. Need some lotion on them bad boys.
Let's see. People found creative ways to use asphalt.
Huh.
Okay, let's see what's right behind us.
Oh, that's your camel.
Okay, yeah, you can tell it's a camel. Can you guys tell? I can. The little hump in his back. Extinct camel. Let's see what the information says. I'll put it right here for a few minutes for you guys.
That's odd. I mean, it's like the same size as a current camel, so what's the difference between that camel and our current camels? We'll have to ask someone.
But a lot of these I have to step back so you guys can get a really good perspective of it.
Yeah.
So what do you think this one is right here?
Well, another mammoth. What kind of mammoth? I don't know. Oh, there's a bison.
Now this doesn't look like a bison to me.
Wow. You never really think about the hump on the bison's back
don't.
until you see a skeleton like that.
Excuse me. Yeah, these animals were around back. We couldn't even imagine, we can't even think back far enough, of course. All right, I'm gonna get a front shot. This was the animal I was asking Alan. Did he know what it was? So let's see what it tells us right here.
A mastodon, same thing.
Okay, so it's considered the same kind of animal.
2 million years to 10,000 years.
All right, let's see what we got going on over here. It says pull up on handle. What is it like to be trapped? Oh, and tar.
Yeah, see if you can get
Of
lift that up
course.
out of there. Let's
see.
see if you can escape.
Wow. Let's see. So you just gotta pull it. Woo.
Oh, look at that.
Woo, but it was very hard. Wow. So imagine getting stuck in that, guys.
Well, you just got your leg out of there.
I did, huh?
Huh.
All right, Alan's gonna see what it's like to get stuck in tar.
This one's a good one. Try pulling this one. This one's a lot harder to get out.
Did it feel hard to pull out of there?
Yeah.
I guess different ones are different.
Oh, okay. So, oh, I see the difference. Yeah. So we're
So this was a thicker rod to pull out of there. So it's a lot harder to get out.
Okay.
This one's just a thin rod. That one's a real thick one.
Okay, I want to try that one. Go ahead and try it and see.
I gotta like make it.
Wow, so
Yeah.
it was.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. The bigger the animal, the harder it is to get out.
The bigger they are, the harder they bawl.
Wow.
Do they get even bigger over here? Okay.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, guys. You got to try that if you come here.
2 adult mammoths, different sizes.
What is it?
Lower, they're both mammoths, adults, just different sizes.
Oh, like a
That's
jaw.
a Colombian mammoth, and that's a pygmy mammoth.
Wow, look at that. So this is considered their jaw.
Yeah, their lower jawbone. So that smaller one belongs to this guy here. Yeah, 100,000 to 10,000 years ago, and he was in North America. Okay. Wow, look at this.
All right, let's see. A portal to the Ice Age in the heart of Los Angeles.
Careful, Shug, careful.
Oh, California saber-tooth. Can you guys see him in there? I'm gonna go closer. That's a glare. Might not be able to see him. Yeah, I'm not sure you guys can see him.
You can see that a little bit. Oh, what's this? Oh,
okay, let's see.
That's the ground sloth we saw in the video. A giant sloth that walks around on the ground.
It says, please touch, so I'm gonna let you touch it. What does it feel like?
Feels like a piece of wood that's been lacquered.
It looks like it would be slippery.
Yeah. Feels fake. That's cool. That's a big sloth.
Back with their experience just inside the museum, would you be able to complete a survey about today's
When we come back in and we're leaving, we will, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I hope you continue to have a good time.
Thank you. Let's head upstairs, see what the mystery is.
Let's see. We might really get a really good view from up here too. Fun fact, guys, Shug grew up and was raised in Los Angeles.
And she's never been here before.
And I've never been to La Brea Tar Pit.
That's crazy.
Shame on me, guys.
She was saving it for me.
That's
for our
right.
challenge.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, scratch that. She was saving it for you guys.
See, I'm winking, guys. Yes, but I was.
They know everything we do. We love to bring them content to entertain them.
We do.
If you guys are having problems or just want to get out of your normal day for 20, 30, 40 minutes, watch Shug and Alan to take your mind off of whatever's going on. Or if you just want some entertainment.
Or if y'all want to see Alan dance.
Don't watch this channel if you want to see Alan dance. You want to see Shug dance.
All right, guys, so there you have it. So when you come up the stairs, it's just a nice little overview of the park, the museum.
That looked like an edge from back there. Like I was thinking, why is there no wall there? Someone could fall off. But it's a hill. Okay, that's cool. That over there is where the massive tar pit is. Like, I guess the biggest one they've got here that I've seen anyhow. And you could see it bubbling up. Yeah, there's a lot more here than I thought there would be.
Yes, this was pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
A day in LA. All right, guys, we just got our gifts, so we're ready to go now. We got our souvenirs. Well, guys, that is it for us today here at the Tar Pits.
That was awesome. What'd you think?
I loved it, guys.
Did you learn anything?
I learned a lot.
All right. Man, I love it when we do things that are educational and teach you something. It's just awesome.
It is.
Did you guys learn anything? If you did, put it in the comments below. With that said, don't forget, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Really helps out the channel. Hit the like button. It tells YouTube you liked it, so they send it out to more people.
That's right.
With that said, we'll see you on our next adventure.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.